We have a right, school has got a right, you parents have got a right. We don't interfere. That is respect. The second is responsibility. Understanding each other's responsibility. The school's responsibility to teach the children, and your responsibility is to ensure that they learn what is being taught at school. And the third one, last one, is a feeling of belonging. You know, you must be able to say, this is my school, or this is our school. And we must be able to say, these are our parents. This set of relationship has to be there. Then only a child will be successful in a school. I just want to ask you a question. Can we people keep up with the change that is happening around us? A lot of changes are happening. Even our society also changes. And your child is a part and parcel of the society. And, as the society changes, your child also changes. Yesterday the child might have been sitting along with you and so obedient, and today you find him, he is very remote or maybe very aloof, and he won't eat anything. This can be, you can more visible for secondary section children about 5, 6, 7 standard children. You can find this difference. They are aloof, they may not eat anything. Then you will say, what happened to my child? He's completely changed. Well, change in the law of life. There is nothing static, everything changes. There is a proverb, time and tide waits for none. If you look for the past and the present, you will miss on the future. So parents, it is our divine duty to mold them such that they change in the right direction. It's a God-given responsibility to you and I to mold them. Changes are there, you can't help it, but you have to ensure that they change in the right direction. It is said that school, school has got a responsibility, and to change for any social change. This is the most powerful instrument for any social change, school. So parents, you and I are to mold the children. So let's pray to God and vow ourselves to be the true facilitator of this social change. Now, before I conclude, I wish you once again a happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Mrs. Janki ma'am, our administrator, to present the school report.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to present the school report of St. Thomas Academy of Education for the academic year 2013 and 14. Education has come to the level of marketable products available in teaching shop today. There is a choice to be made, direction in life to be set, and that choice and direction will determine the future destiny and fulfillment of child's life. Child who has been given to our care, and behind that choice lies the motivating force of our teachers. As this school is founded on Indian ethics and values, honoring one's God, respecting one another, and imparting vision, purpose, and ideals to the child. We at St. Thomas Academy are confident that this would help them set right direction and make right choices in life. It is what the teachers think, what the teachers believe, and what the teachers do at the level of the classroom that shapes the kind of learning of our children get. The management considers our teachers as the pivot of the educational system, and as such, during the year under review, we keep the teachers abreast of the development and innovations in teaching professions in relation to subject matter, methods, and techniques of teaching. At the outset, we are really glad to inform you that for the past 3 years consecutively, we have been getting 100% in SSC examinations. Computer has come to stay in our daily life. The primary goal is to help the students become technologically literate. This is achieved by exposing students to a wide variety hands-on computer experience. The unique feature of our computer setup today is that we have adopted an computing system in our computer lab so that the students will have more freedom to do their lessons served from a single server. We are really proud to announce that a good number of our students participating in the drawing competitions conducted by Bharatiya Manav Vikas Trust, Kerala Cultural Society of Panvel. We have also conducted drawing competitions in-house for standard 1 to 5 and drawing and essay competitions from 6 to 10, and the prizes will be given. Battle of Waterloo was won on the play fields of Eton. The traits and qualities of leadership are developed here. Activities like dramatics, folk songs, dances, etc. provide better knowledge and understanding of our culture, and as such, we take extra care to create such involvement to foster cultural taste and awaken cultural interest among our students. Independence Day, Republic Day, Diwali, Navratri, Christmas, Teachers' Day, etc. provide ample forum to awaken these interests in our children. In response to our Prime Minister's call of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, our students participated in the program by cleaning the school premises. In times of natural calamities, our children come forward to ease the sufferings of those that are caught up in the disaster. This year too, students collected funds for the Uttarakhand disaster and sent to the Prime Minister's Relief Fund, for which we received an appreciation from the Prime Minister's office. We consider it our bounden duty as custodian of an educational institution to ensure the educational system we practice in our school. We must stress the importance of tolerance, without which it is impossible to preserve the health and existence of democracy. If a democracy like ours is to survive, a democracy which harbors so many religions and faiths, races and communities, the education we impart in this school must cultivate our children an openness of mind and largeness of our heart, which could make them capable of blending different thoughts, ideas, and behavior into the harmonious pattern. Let us strive our best to do that. Thank you.
I would request our Honorable Chief Guest, His Lordship, Right Reverend Dr. Thomas Martitos Episcopa, to address the audience.
Mr. M.C. Abraham, Chairman of the St. Thomas Academy, Reverend A.Y. Varghese, teachers, members of the non-teaching staff, students, parents, and invited guests. I am extremely happy to be here as part of the annual day celebration of the St. Thomas Academy in this area. Why do we educate our children? Or what is the purpose of education? You all agree with me that man alone can change. Man alone can grow. And we are told by through the report, we have to know which direction we are moving. So education is enabling us, helping us to find out the correct route which we have to take, which we have to travel. Man, we all know, is a bipolar being, because man is part of this nature, part of the earth, part of this mud. And the same man is destined for higher realities for eternity. Therefore, we need a meaningful blending of these two things. a meaningful blending of matter and divine. And actually, education is enlightening us for this amalgamation or this kind of a meaningful blending. What I am trying to say is, we parents should always know that you send your children to the school not just to get little more information. Any amount of information may not transform the child. So any child without this transforming culture become a monstrous, become a problem to the society. So we are living in a world, we are living in a particular situation, point of history, where even the children are a threat to the nation, to the threat to the other. Considering the other is always a competitor, not a companion. We are told by the chairman 3 words. It is respect, it is responsibility, and it is relationship. See, relationship means to consider the other is not another but part of my own being. The moment we realize that the other is not another, when we learn to respect the other. So if the other way around, if you consider the other is a threat, then we consider the other as a competitor. And I think the need of the hour is a higher realization that the other is my friend. The other is not another, but only the extension of my own being. Therefore, he is no more a threat for me, but he or she is a mirror for me to understand who I am. This we have to understand. Therefore, it is not merely academic excellence alone, but we need a meaningful blending of law of grace, that is the divine dimension, and the law of gravity, that is the world of matter, the material dimension. So we need both of them, and one should transcend the other. And this is the purpose of education. Unfortunately, we are living in a world where we are all sending children to become very competitive so that they can get into a professional college, becoming a doctor or engineer or a chartered accountant. Of course, all these things are very, very important. But just imagine a world without humanity, without culture, without considering, without respecting the other. It declines only war in this world. And to my young children who are seated here, I can see you properly because still darkness provides there, but I think you can see me anyway. We are told here that the diocese in which we are working is associated with many projects. One project I suggest, let me call your attention, is in the city of Mumbai. If you search the Google, it would say that 2.5 to 3 lakhs of children are living in the streets of Mumbai. And the most dangerous zone is the Dambia, where the children are picking the plastics. Very dangerous situation. So why I am bringing this to your attention is we are the fortunate lot. The children who are studying in the St.Thomas Academy are the fortunate lot. At least you can, you have the opportunity to be part of this prestigious institution and you can learn. But many of the children of your own age, your own category are denied of all these things. And don't think that we are very, very special. We become human, and as long as we are human, we consider the other who are in need is also part of my being. This is very important. So I wish that this school continue to inculcate these values, this culture to the children and to the parents. That is why MC Abraham said that the parents, children and the school, we need this connection. Together we are making a very good world, a new world order, where justice, peace and integrity of creation provides. Not just to make a doctor or engineer. So we have to make a doctor with more humanism. We have to create an engineer with more concern to the country. concern to the society, concern to the other. So this is the ultimate purpose of education. And I am glad to hear that for the last three consecutive years you are getting 100% result. You are making everybody very brilliant. So that is the purpose of education. One of the simple definition of education is to make a tree out of a seed, bringing out the best from the child. It is not to impart more things, but bringing out the best from the child. And I wish and pray, let this institution continue to be a light and a source of inspiration for many in the days to come. May God bless each one of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Thirumeni, for your thought-provoking address. Now, I request our guest of honor, Reverend A.Y. Varghese, to say a few words.
Most loving Thirumeni Right Reverend Dr. Thomas Martitos, Episcopa, dear loving MC Abraham Sir, most loving children and your parents, beloved teachers, and all those who are assembled here. Loving greetings from me. I'm very much happy to be with you all in this great occasion. The St. Thomas Academy of Education is managed by Beyond Boundaries Foundation for Better Education. The trust. So Mr. MC Abraham, when he formed the trust, he has given a bright name for the same. The name of the trust itself gives us the very meaning of the purpose of our education or the very purpose of this school institution. Beyond boundaries, beyond all the boundaries, this foundation for the better education, for the better citizens, for the better world. Our beloved Thirumeni has given us the very good message for our future. Our beloved Thirumeni just mentioned a single project here. Under the leadership of our beloved Bishop Thirumeni, the Mumbai Diocese is doing so many beloved great things for the betterment of our community here in Mumbai and as a whole to the entire world. So let us give our congratulations again to our beloved Thirumeni for his great plan, great vision, and the great commitment to our beloved society. Again, when we coming back, the very purpose of this academy, it is very clear for the betterment of our community. That is why Mr. MC Abraham and his family, Mrs. Rosama Abraham, with their very commitment, they are doing their best for our life. So I would like to appreciate Mr. Abraham and family for their beloved service. As we have heard, with the Marthoma School Maharashtra, Chembur, it is in its 35th year of great service in Mumbai, Chembur. Last 25 years, he and his family have served that school, and thereby we are getting his rich heritage and thus result also. So Congratulations again for the same service also. Again, when we coming back to my beloved students and their families, as Tirumeni very clearly depicted to us that the very purpose of education. I am also going in the same line. The very purpose of education is for the integration. The integration of our mind, the integration of our soul, the integration of our body, the integration of the entire world. The very purpose of our education is for the better or the enlightenment of our life. We can have the knowledge in our fingertips. Everything is available within the fraction of the seconds in our fingertips. But that knowledge, when it leads as the enlightenment for the integration of the better world, our better mind, our better thought, and better lifestyle in this world. As our Tirumeni mentioned, when we see our beloved, the one who is nearby or far away from us as our own, then only we can have that integration. That knowledge only be let us enlighten, and that only be a benefit to the other or the entire world. So I appreciate, I congratulate each and every one of the parents and the beloved service of our teachers and this academy for the betterment of our beloved students. May the Almighty God bless each and every one of our beloved students and their families to have a better integrated mind, lifestyle, and a better world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Father, for giving a pleasant speech. Now, it's time to acknowledge the talents of our brimming buddies by beginning the prize distribution ceremony. Every effort has its own reward. I humbly request our Chief Guest Tirumeni to give away the prizes. Now, I request Mrs. Geeta ma'am to read out the names.
Now, I would like to read out the names of the children who have stood top in their classes from nursery to standard 10 for the academic year 2013-14. Nursery.